As the introduction to the Unit 9, which is talking about central limit theorem, I would like you to do this assignment. And in this video, I'm going to go over this assignment, what I expect you to do. And yeah, so basically the basics. So here, scenario, I'm giving you 4 numbers, 1, 11, 9, and 3. And this is your population. This is not a sample. This is population because there were no other numbers. These are the only numbers that are available to us. That's our population. So first, what I want you to do, I want you to find the mean and standard deviation and the range of this population using StatCrunch or any other method that you have that are available to you. I mean, calculator is fine too, if you know how to do that. StatCrunch is good too. So find the mean, standard deviation, and the range for this population. Again, don't forget it's a population, so it's going to be an unadjusted standard deviation if you're using StatCrunch. Okay, after that, what we're going to do, we're going to take samples from the population of size 2. And I want you to list all possible samples. So you're going to, and drawing with replacement. So for example, the first sample would be 1 and 1, size 2, right? N equals 2. So the next possible sample is 1 and 11. The next one is 1 and 9, 1 and 3, so forth. Then you're going to do 11, 1, 11, 11, 11, 9, 11, 3, so forth. Okay, so that's the first stage. You're going to, or step, you're going to list all of those samples. And then for the second step, you're going to find a mean of each of the sample. So remember, the sample mean is the average. So the average here would be 1 plus 1 divided by 2, which is 1. Here we're going to have 1 plus 11 divided by 2, which is going to be 6, so forth. So you're going to do that for all of the samples that you listed. And so these are going to be your sample means. And then I would like you to find the ranges. So the range between 1 and 1, remember, range is the maximum minus the minimum value. So that's going to be 1 minus 1 is 0. Here we're going to have 11 minus 1 is 10. And so you would do that for all of the values, all of the samples of size 2. So let's go back to, we're going to focus mostly on sample mean, okay? So you're going to have a list of numbers here in this column. And then for the next couple of questions, we're talking about the sampling distribution of sample means, which, so what does that mean? That means that we're going to treat those means now as our random variable x, right? This is our new distribution that came from these samples of size 2. So those are going to be our x values. So we're going to call them, this is the symbol, the means of the ice sample. And so this is going to be its own distribution. And I want you to look at that distribution and analyze that distribution. So I want you to list all of the possible values for those x bars, okay? And the probability of them happening. So coming from here. So you're gonna look here and see, oh, how many times did 1 happen? How many times did 6 happen? And you're gonna convert it like frequency to probability, right? And fill out this table and just go from there. Then you're gonna find the mean of this distribution and uh, basically answer all the rest of the questions. All right. Then you're gonna go to assignment number 2. This is a completely different assignment. So you're gonna leave behind what we just talked about and start over again. And here we're gonna actually do kind of like the same thing, only with proportions. All right, so we wanna, you're gonna spin a coin 10 times and record whether you got heads or tails. Okay, so you're gonna record, you know, how many, okay, let me go back for a second. So here you're gonna record what you got on each trial. So the first time you spin a coin, what did you get? Heads or tails? The second time you spin a coin, what did you get? Heads or tails? So you're gonna record it in here. And then you're gonna answer these questions, okay? About the how many heads, what is the percentage, and then you're gonna continue. You're gonna do 10 more spins, and combine them and answer these same questions, but you're going to combine the results, these ones with the other ones. And then once you do that, I'm going to combine the results of the entire class. So you're going to submit this, and I'm going to put all of your trials together, and we're going to, instead of just 20 trials, we're going to have a few hundred trials and see and analyze that. Okay, so that's what I want you to do. All right, and that's the instructions for this worksheet. Again, please do it as soon as possible, because this is the material that you will need in order to understand our next unit.